Welcome back to a new video. It's actually my first video on this account. And today I will be predicting Penn State's record for the 2026-2027 season. Starting off, home versus Marshall. I think our talent is way better than Marshall's. I think that we'll come out of the gate hungry and ready to prove something. I am a Penn State fan, so forgive me if I say we. But I think we will come out and win 47-13 over the Thundering Herd. Thundering Herd are a solid mid-major team, but I just don't think they can compete with the Nittany Lions. Next week we play at Temple. Fun fact, last time we played at Temple was 2015, where we actually lost to Temple. Going into this year, I'm sure Penn State really does not want that to happen again. And I don't think it will. I think Penn State will come out with a lot of energy in Philadelphia, in Lincoln Provincial. I think we'll put it to Temple. I really don't think it'll be close. I think defense will truly shut down Temple. And I say Penn State wins 40-6 to improve to 2-0 on the season. I think Rocco Becht will have a field day. Quentin Martin, James Peoples, all of the running back rotation, Carson Hansen. I think they all have a great day. I think every one of them will get a decent amount of carries. So, going back home, we play Buffalo, another not great FBS program. We have to play this year. I think we will put the pedal to the metal. I think it will be a blowout from the start. I think it will end up being 56-7. I'm excited to see Alex Mansky. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm excited because I feel like in this 3-game stretch, he'll surely get to play a little bit. And I think he'll be the future of Penn State after this year. I think he could develop a lot during those 2 games with Kobe Howard coming back for his sophomore year. I'm excited to see how he progresses there. But I think Penn State will start 3-0 without any trouble. Going into conference games, first game is home versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin has improved a decent amount this year. Luke Fickell's got them boys going. With Colton Joseph coming in as quarterback, transfer from Old Dominion, who I think is to be really good. I think he could end up being a decent draft pick this year, next year, whatever. But I think Penn State, I don't think Wisconsin's ready. I think that they won't be ready for the Penn State atmosphere that will come towards them. I mean, he's been at Old Dominion. Colton Joseph has. So coming into Beaver Stadium will be a big adjustment, obviously. So I do think Penn State will win pretty comfortably, 34-12 to go to 4-0 in the year, going into their away game on Friday night versus Northwestern. Last year, Penn State lost Northwestern, ending the James Franklin tenure as we know it, but not this year. I think it will be closer than what people expect. Northwestern's not a bad team at all. Northwestern is a solid team. It's got a good culture after in the past racism. I think they've rebuilt the culture there. New stadium, new view of Northwestern's come around. So I think it will be close, but I think Penn State pulls away and wins 27-17. When it's all said and done to go to 5-0. Heading into the week versus USC. USC is a good team. Don't get it twisted. I think Jaden Maeva is for sure first-round pick if he plays, so I think he will play. USC will always have a good offense. It just really depends on the defense for me. After Penn State poached USC's defensive coordinator. So I do think Penn State will beat USC. I think it will be really close, 34-31. And I think Penn State, this will be a landmark win for them. I mean, when does Penn State ever beat good teams, you know? But I think with Matt Campbell at the center front, Penn State will have a new identity and they could be good teams now. With all being said, they play Michigan next. I do think Penn State will lose to Michigan. I think Bryce Underwood will develop into a great quarterback this year. I think the former 5-star will show his colors and show why he made that much money. I mean, I think Michigan will win 34-27 at the Big House. It's a tough matchup. I mean, Rocco Becht is used to Big 12 schools, Big 12 environments, so I think this can be a huge adjustment for him. I think he'll adjust to it pretty well. It seems like he'll get faced that often, but I do think Michigan will pull out the win to send Penn State to 6-1. Going into our next week versus Purdue. Purdue has been awful past 2 years, and I think they will improve this year. Maybe they could get a bowl game. Their offense is pretty decent this year. Watch out for Purdue. If they end up bad at the end of the year, I'm gonna look stupid, but I think they'll be decent. Hate me. But I do think Penn State will beat Purdue. I think it'll be closer. I think Purdue will put up a decent amount of points. 44-28 is what I have it. I think it'll be close for the first 2-3 quarters, but I think Penn State will pull away towards the end. Improving to 7-1. Going to Washington the next week. Not an easy place to play at Husky Stadium. So with Washington, I think they could be a little bit overrated, but I also think depending on the development of Desmond Williams and how committed he is, I mean, he tried to transfer from them, but by law he was not allowed to transfer, so he had to go back to Washington. But I think Penn State will squeak out a win on the road in Husky Stadium, beating them 28-27. I think this could be a really, really good win that could boost their playoff resume. And going to the next week versus Minnesota coming home, I do think Penn State will become sleeping a little bit. I think Minnesota historically, at least recently, has been very good against Penn State. I think the bald man can get it done at Penn State. Send them at 8-2. I think they'll win 32-31, over Penn State. And Penn State will play Rutgers second to last week. Last year, that was a classic. Mari Campbell fumble after Kelly Manis. I don't know what happened there. But Mari Campbell, huge return fumble. I think Penn State will dominate this time. I think Rutgers will score a couple points towards the end, make it a little closer than it was, but I think they're going to lose. Penn State will win 37-23 to go to 9-2 on the year. Finishing the year out against Maryland, I do think it'll be a slugfest. It's going to be cold versus rival. Maryland thinks they're rivals with Penn State, but they're not. I think it'll be cold, but I do think Penn State will absolutely dominate Maryland. I just think it won't be high scoring. I had Penn State winning 20-3 over the Terrapins, finished the year 10-2, and good shot at a playoff berth depending on how Washington and USC finish out the year. Because if they don't finish their year good, Penn State has no resume this year, and 10-2 with no resume, it's not going to cut it. That's more like an ACC like Virginia last year that didn't have a resume. To be fair, they did lose to Duke in the ACC championship game, but I think Penn State could finish from number 10 to number 20 this year. It really depends. I think a lot of the transfers will be really good. Benjamin Braher, obviously Rocco Becht, Jeremiah Cooper, Carson Hansen, returning talent like Kobe Howard, Tony Rojas coming back from injury. And even guys like, Quentin Martin. I saw a lot of promise with him against Clemson in the bowl game last year. How is he going to progress this year? Andrew Rapala, of course. I'm really excited for this year. it could go really bad, but I think it will turn out better than what people think it will. They have a ceiling of undefeated, which after last year was not something I would expect from this year. But they also have a floor of like a 6-6, 7-5. So it's pretty scary. It just depends on how Rockobeck performs, how this team gels, and how this team goes from Big 12 play to Big 10 play, and how different it is. It means a lot for a follower. So, smash the like button and follow for more. Peace out.